Okay, y'all. So today's topic is Hoe Phase. Okay. So I would like to know from everyone, what do you guys think? Is there an age limit with the Hoe Phase? You know, is there a certain cutoff point? Do you agree that everyone should have one? Also, should the Hoe Phase be forgiven after a certain time? So, ladies, what are your thoughts? Like, have y'all ever had a Hoe Phase? You know, or if you haven't had one, are you okay with your friends having one? Or do you think, if you haven't had one, do you think maybe you should have had one? Because I've even had friends that told me, like, damn, they wish they would have had a Hoe Phase because, you know, they might have been married with the same person for years.
Because, like, some people get married in high school.
Yeah, exactly. And they kind of wish they would have had something different.
Yeah. Like 18, 19 getting married.
I personally have not had a Hoe Phase.
Okay.
But I heard it's really fun and exciting and spontaneous, and you can do so much stuff and experiences, and I feel like it kind of is like I kind of wish I would have had one just to be able to say I've been there, done that kind of thing.
Late? Yeah, you think it's too late to have Hoe Phase?
For me,
I mean, you ain't old.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like it's too late for me to have.
Why is it too late if you're not married? You're not married.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm like taking stuff a little bit more serious now, I guess. Like now I'm older. I'm 30 now, so I just feel like I look at things a little bit differently. Like I don't like dealing with dudes who gonna waste my time, and I just kind of only like men who's responsible, who gonna be kind of like a good role model for my son, basically. So I really don't even like to even deal with dudes who I'm just with them just to have some fun kind of thing. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe that's why. But in some ways, I don't know. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, yeah, I would want to do it. Like, just to see.
Well, don't do it for fun. Do it for funds.
I like that.
Do it for the bag.
With the Z on the end. Okay.
Or do you regret not having one at all? Like maybe do you feel like maybe you wish you kind of would have had one?
Just to be able to say, you know, I've done more. Because I feel like I have not. I got pregnant at an early age. I went straight into mommy mode, working, having my own place, being responsible, trying to be a role model for him, and making sure I was just more focused on raising him and building a foundation for us. So in some ways, yeah, because I feel like I didn't get a chance to do the fun college days, like, you know, being on campus, only worried about me. That part I would, you know, I wish I could have had that.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Luce?
Me?
Yes. What about you? You team Hoe Phase, or did you have a Hoe Phase? Or?
Well, I've always been in a relationship, so no. But I said I'm about to. I told y'all. Like,
so you about to see
so it's
started.
hot girl summer.
So it's a hot girl summer now.
Yes.
Really? Okay. So okay.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I've been in relationships. Like, they don't work. So right now I'm just like, let me have fun for funds, and it's what it is. Like,
fun
I'm
for
just
fun.
being real.
Fun
like,
for
it
fun.
is what it is. Like, ain't nobody wasting my time. I'm wasting their time. Okay. It is.
And that's good when you go in knowing that you ain't shit. Like,
yeah, what it is.
Definitely won't
But
get
after,
after
I get, after I feel good about it, then I might settle down,
What about, I mean, maybe like, what's a whole day? Maybe a whole day, not a whole phase. Like, I don't want to be like a whole season of being a whole. Maybe I could just be a whole one day with one person.
That's like girls' weekend. That's like a girls' weekend.
Yeah, like a girls' trip.
Because a guy told me, oh, this is so fun. This might be another good topic. One of my really good friends told me he don't allow his girl to go on girl trips.
Why?
And he was like, man, he was like, he actually dated a girl in the past or whatever, and he caught her, like he found out that she went to go meet some other dude. So he's like, he really feels like from that day forward, like, no, that's just code for I'm about to go fuck off. Or whatever. I mean, and he was like, and then a lot of times he's like, there's so many simps out here that will fly the friend out too, or whatever and stuff. And I was like, oh, that is so true. Like, I couldn't even so he was like, so yeah, she did have all the pictures in the background, you know what I'm saying? Like, her in Vegas with her homegirl, but it was a dude there paying for everything. So I was like,
I mean, I've heard niggas say that, like, oh, bitches going on trips, they doing some whole shit. Like, no, girls do have trips. Like, we went on a trip for your birthday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we go on trips. Like, girls can pay for their own trips, but I do understand too. Like, yes, most likely when you see a bitch on a jet or you see a bitch doing this, you know that bitch ain't paying for that shit.
You see the bag.
Like, stop flexing. So I mean, I get it, but don't judge. I feel like you only live one life. Like, literally, you really do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta enjoy yourself. You gotta do what makes you happy. Like, if it makes you happy to go and just have fun, then go have fun. Like, if you're happy with being in a relationship and a motherfucker cheating on you, you being miserable, do that shit. Like, whatever it is that makes you happy, just do
and
it.
You don't want to be singing shoulda, coulda, wouldas or what you
exactly
wish you would have done.
Do it. Whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to be
enjoy yourself.
A good girl for the rest of your life, do that shit. Like, but make sure you have fun. Make sure you have fun.
We're gonna have some people on some demon time for this
summer. For the summer. COVID about to be over too. LA about to open back up. You know, the hoes about to be out here. Your hoes about to be out here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have a warm girl summer.
Oh my God, me look now.
I'm not gonna do everything.
Yeah. She over here flexing.
Oh my God.
I can't do everything that everybody else gonna be doing, so it's gonna be a warm girl summer. I'll do summer, but not all of it. I'm gonna do a little bit, but not as much. You know, not as hard as everybody else.
Go have your one whole day.
Girls.
I'm not gonna plan it, but if it presents itself, I'm just going to
go with the flow.
Okay, no, I hope I'm there to witness like the whole day. Like, I'm just hoping like
I'm just talking
get your whole own girl.
It's too late. I'm too old, y'all. I'm too old for it.
Never too old.
You're never too old.
Listen, I know old ass women. No offense, but I know bitches that's like 50, 60 years old. They go on their girl trips, and yes, that's why I said it is. I get what niggas saying because I've seen it in an older crowd of ladies. Like, they'll go on trips and they'll really fuck a random nigga. Like, that's like, say they go to DR and it's a nigga on the resort and they flirting at the pool. That bitch will go back to that nigga's room and fuck him if he alone. And it's like, what the fuck? You just met that nigga and you're like, you're not scared, bitch. But I mean, hey, that makes her happy, so she's living her life.
But they feel like she's strapped or
yeah,
whatever.
so
like,
bitches at 50 and 60 do that shit. Like, y'all be thinking they don't.
I do have a little fun.
Grandma's be getting it
drunk auntie though.
What about you on the Hoe Phase?
Auntie get it into
the Hoe Phase. I usually am in relationships too, but I do remember after my very first heartbreak, my real heartbreak, like, I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm not going to be in a relationship for a long time or whatever. So, and that's when I was on some revenge.
So I guess that's how I feel.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to I ain't give a fuck. Like, I definitely was just using guys and stuff like that. And it was like.
Now, I done that
now. I definitely do that. But it's like, another thing too was like, how many guys was I seeing it? I definitely, I did juggle between 3 guys, but I didn't have sex with all 3. Or whatever. One of them was the lame one. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, okay, well, if that's the Hoe Phase, I done that. You know,
yeah, but
like,
yeah, that's what's the Hoe
Phase?
Okay,
wait a minute. I'm thinking Hoe Phase is like you sleeping with whoever, just enjoying yourself. You ain't got no time to nobody, so you just. If you like
no, you don't have to sleep with everybody. Right, you go on dates.
But a lot of people gonna think Hoe Phase mean you sleeping with them.
Well, okay.
Maybe we need to break down what Hoe Phase is.
Okay, I hope it doesn't mean that you have to have a one night stand with everybody that you met or whatever. So, but you can be, you know, in guys. I feel like how guys consider the fact that you might be fucking more than one person
as a hoe. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you do, how she do it. Like, I love how she do it. Like, light skin. You know, I'm with light skin today. I be like, oh, okay, bitch. All right, well, you know, don't know his name, but okay, light skin is over here. Okay, cool, whatever, stuff like that. You know, you might say whatever. You know, Londoner, whatever, stuff like that. So. You know, you might have your rotation of people that you might deal with. Y'all kick it. Y'all have a good time. Y'all might have sex. Y'all might not.
Exactly.
Or whatever. Like, when there's no emotions really attached or whatever. So I feel like that was my definition for me for my Hoe Phase. Like, it was like,
same here.
Yeah, I was having fun. But I was in a relationship with nobody. No one could say anything.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm single, so just got out of a relationship, out of heartbreak.
Right, but I'm not just exclusively just talking to one guy.
Well, I definitely have talked to several guys and would get a meal from this one, some money for that one, a bill paid for that one, clothes from that one. Like, I've done that, but definitely not sleeping. I thought they meant Hoe Phase was like sleeping with them.
I mean,
because as soon as they pressure me with that, I cut them off. Like, I done got what I'm done. Yeah. So.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, then, do y'all even feel like? Because and so another thing too. While I was in college and I was dating different dudes or whatever and stuff, like, guys can assume, other people, females and guys can assume, like, oh, she's dating so-and-so, she's dating so-and-so, so they might assume, like, oh, she's fucking all these different people or whatever and stuff, but no, I was not fucking all different. You might have seen me at the movies or whatever
you see me
and stuff like that. And
or even out here, like, in Atlanta, because we be in the clubs, like, these are things like, oh, you in the club with this person, you in the club with that person, like, bro.
So I don't understand you a hoe. Yeah, so they might think that you already a hoe. So it's like, okay, bitch, you think I'm a hoe, but I don't care.
That's why I say everybody just needs to live their best life and not worry about what no one else thinks, because at the end of the day, people always gonna talk. Whether you're doing something good, whether you're doing something bad, whatever. Like, people are gonna have something to say. So it's just like, do you fuck what people think? Fuck what people say.
Yeah.
Live your life. Happiness over everything. That's what a hoe means.
Happiness over everything. I like that. Yeah.
Happiness over everything.
That's true. That's true. I mean, so y'all also agree, like, there is no age limit on the hoe. Like, do you feel like once you become 30, or some people feel like, oh, once you become a mom, you shouldn't.
I think that's my problem. That's my problem, because I think that if I didn't have him, I would probably did a lot of stuff.
You would have been a hoe.
I would have went on all kinds of trips and just doing outlandish stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't even think about it. But, like, with him having a son, I think about everything first. I'm like, oh, how's it going to affect him? How's it going to look to him if he gets older, find out? Like, stuff like that. But I definitely would have done a lot of stuff if it weren't for him. So, yeah. I think that's really what it is. Maybe it's not so much my age.
It's the mommy. It's the
mommy thing.
But... See, most of my friends outside of you, most of my friends that actually had, especially they had boys, they definitely was still out. They definitely was like I just feel, you just feel differently when you were a girl, because you just, you don't want to show a certain image.
Did you see the video of the lady? And she was teaching her daughter how to dance on the pole. Her daughter was maybe like 3-4 years old. And she was like naked. Like, not naked, but she had on like lingerie. And her daughter had on maybe like bathing suit or something. And they both was doing, pole dancing. Like, and it was a little bit much, because it's like, it's a lot of predators out there and stuff like that. And you teaching her that already. I guess the mom is a stripper, so she don't think it's nothing wrong with it. But I guess it depends on your perception of... I don't know.
Yeah, that is a bit too much.
But to me, it was too much. But,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it's an age limit. I don't think there should be an age limit. Like, however, you do know, like, I guess maybe if you're married and kids and stuff.
Yeah, if you're married in a relationship, like, be faithful. Because I feel like don't get in a relationship if you know you're going to be doing the shit. Like, just...
let it go. Yeah.
Let it go.
Hoe Phase is supposed to be for the single people.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like don't even get married. Like, if you still got that hoe in you, both men and women, you still got that hoe in you, that at the end of the day, I love Cheryl or whatever. But, I love Cheryl. Cheryl is the one for me. I fuck with her and stuff like that or whatever. But I do know that if I see Tiffany with the big booty or whoever, like, if she come on to me or whatever, like, it's gonna be hard for me to, Or, because a lot of women and men marry for different circumstantial reasons, financial reasons, or
family want to make the kids look like they're raised in one home.
Yeah, but aren't
still
really
not happy. Yeah, so. But I don't think it's an age limit on a Hoe Phase. Like I said, I've seen old women 50s, 60s, like,
oh yeah, but
going
they
trips,
put these young boys on.
And a fucking random nigga going. Listen, old ass women going in a bathroom and fucking a nigga in a restaurant bathroom in their car in a parking lot.
You know what?
Shit,
older women are very
freaks.
like like freaky. It's like I don't know. The older they get, their hormones are just like and they
because back in the day, one night stands for them wasn't as and their STDs wasn't as afloat like it was. So that's why they was more free, that hippie shit and all that stuff like that. So, yeah.
Girl.
Okay, then how do y'all feel about this? Like, let's say you dating someone and he finds out oh, you went to, I don't know, Clark, Atlanta or something like that. And he's like, well, I like you, but I heard at Clark, Atlanta, you was a hoe. Like, you was a little thought pocket or something. Do you feel like he should hold it against you? Feel like it should be forgiven because you was a thought pocket back in Clark, Atlanta, but now he might be 30 years old and trying to live different or whatever.
I can understand why he would hold it against her because it's like
it was like 5 years ago.
If they trying to take each other seriously, that would be a concern for him. Is like, do I gotta worry about you fucking off on me or shit? Have my homeboys, my cousins, somebody in the fuck. But a lot of men are, So I think that's really what the issue is. But it's a lot of hoes that be getting wiped up. I mean, Kareem Steffens.
Yes, it's bitches that be fucking like they last boyfriend's brother and the brother marry her, or they fucking they sister's ex-boyfriends and they get married. Like, it's shit that go down like that. Like, people don't. Sometimes I feel like it's just the maturity of the man. Like, my past is my past. So if I'm with you and you see that I'm one with you, like, why judge me for my past? You know what I'm saying? But if I'm still doing it, then okay, yes, you can judge me because now you finding out like, oh, this bitch was a hoe back then and she's still doing this. Like, nah, you can't fuck with a bitch like that. But if you fuck with a bitch that when she with you, she's with you, then why you judging what she did in the past? Like, you was a hoe ass nigga too. Niggas is hoes. Niggas is
a lot of niggas. But I know that us women, we will look past a man being a hoe all day.
But my God.
A man is double standard so bad.
It is.
We will look past a man.
Because a lot of women feel like, oh, I'll change him. Like, my pussy is just magical. I'm going to change him or whatever. I'm like, bitch. You was magical for like 2 months, okay? Before he started doing some bullshit.
Bring it to the next person.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, it's almost like I seen where this comedian he asked one day. He was like on one of his shows. He said for the women who I guess whoever they with or their boyfriend or husband, do you care how many women he's been with? Like, do you care? Like, does that bother you? If you knew exactly how many women he's been with, would that bother you? And then he asked the man, if you knew how many men your woman has been with, would that bother you? Like, if it's a lot, would that bother you? Most women in the crowd say, oh no, we don't care. And then the man, when they asked him, he was like, like.
But, and that's so weird to me because at the same time, a dude want a girl that's like super, like, we want.
You want a freak in the sheets.
Yeah, you want a freak in the sheets, or someone that's at least coachable. But even if she's coachable, you still want her to have certain little things that she already know what to do. Like, most dudes don't really want just a Virgin Mary or whatever. Exactly. So they don't, unless they grew up that way. In that type of culture, or very biblical or something like that. But most dudes, they want to see. They looking forward to round one. Like what she coming out with. His round one, he gonna try to come up with his best move.
But then some men, like, okay, prime example with sucking dick, because you got some bitches that really aren't experienced from sucking dick because they don't suck dick like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like also in a relationship you should teach your bitch how to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like you shouldn't.
Because some men will go to the next bitch like, nah, she suck dick better. Well, why don't you teach your bitch how to suck the dick so you don't have to go to the...
I feel like, looking at, my parents. My mom, the only man she's been with is my dad. Mm-hmm. And I feel bad for her in that sense because it's like, you don't even know if his dick good. Like, you don't even know if that's good dick or not. His dick might not even be good, but that's all you know.
Check her out.
So I just feel like, I don't know, in a situation like that, I feel like you are supposed to at least have more than one person that you done been with. because if you don't have nobody to compare it to, then like they getting a divorce now. They in a situation where they're not happy. My mama feel like she hasn't done enough. She hasn't seen enough. She hasn't been around enough. And I just
like
feel
you
like
said, the shoulda, coulda, woulda.
yeah. So
like,
I kind of feel like in that instant, not necessarily having the whole phase, but I feel like you are supposed to be with more than one person. Like I know we're not supposed to if you're religious, but I feel like you are supposed to be with more than one person so that you can get experiences, you can learn, and you can compare. Is it good dick or is it not good dick? Because my mama really don't know. She really don't know.
So okay, would you like what if she has a whole phase? How would you feel about it?
Like if
I feel like she should have at least been with more than, I mean, not necessarily a whole phase, but she should have been more than one man. At least a good 2, 3.
No, okay. The question I was like, I don't know if that's what she was trying to elaborate to, but my question would be, let's say your mama go on a trip with her and her girls or whatever, ladies retreat or some stuff like that, and maybe, little Mandingo walk by or whatever, like, and your mama come back and she tell you, little Mandingo, but she might not want to drop his real name, whatever and stuff. Like she went on ahead and had her some fun while she was on her girls' retreat, and maybe they all had a little fun or whatever and stuff like that. And she came back, or maybe she might even be like, what was going for it. Maybe she might have slept with 2 different people or something like that. Like on the same day, but whatever.
Mama.
Yeah, right. And she come back, she tell you, are you gonna make it? Like, do you feel like, okay, mama, that was too much? You been a little too, you have your whole face a little too.
I would be shocked that she did that because it's out of her character, but I would also be like rooting for her a little bit. Like, yes, she finally got some. Because, like, I know for a fact, like, that was one of the things she complained about with my dad is that they did not experience much. She tried to do head with him. He didn't want her to do head on him at all. I guess it was just something. He was against it. He said that's what white people do. So he just felt like. So my mama, she has not experienced. So I wouldn't be upset if she finally got, her groove on. got her little style on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay, mama.
I feel like she deserved that. But
we're going to ladies retreat.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna see if I can find one.
Going to what, girl?
Hedonism in Jamaica or something like that. Little. They got some Mandingos out there though, so that'll be Jamaica, yeah.
But in an instant like that, yes, I feel like you should be with more than one person.
Okay.
Just to be able to say you experience it and live your life.
Okay. Yeah, I think a Hoe Phase should definitely be forgiven. After a certain time, like because what I did in my 20s is not how I'm living in my 30s. Like it's nowhere near. Like I can't even get drunk like I used to. Like like I used to really drink. I mean, I can still drink, but it ain't the same. And some things like now I think differently. And you gotta remember when you in college with your young friends or some of your whole friends or whatever and stuff like that, you just. You just move different. It's fun. Everything's fun. It's like we want to have a good time. Like, let's get fucked up. That's unfortunate. That's what we be living for. Like, going to party and get fucked up at those ages or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then as we get older, we kind of be like, oh, shit, bitch, I might got to go to work. Or I got a kid. Or I got certain responsibilities. So I don't feel like someone should hold me accountable for the bullshit I did in the past. So we gotta get it out. You have to get it out. No one wants a born bitch or a born Betty, whatever. Like, so that's how I feel. So
definitely,
so everyone kind of agrees. Okay, all right. So with the Hoe Phase. Oh, okay, but last question. So I know we said about the double standard. So would you forgive your man if you found out your man was like a super hoe? Like if he went ahead and told you like
I feel like I could look past it.
If he said like
the
he
situation
probably,
of what he did.
If you feel like, look, I ain't gonna lie.
I can look past it as long as you didn't do no weird shit in your whole face.
No gay
shit. No gay shit or anything.
What if he said like 100? What if
you wasn't like no
women?
Porn star or shit like that? Like I ain't fucking on it.
What if like you on camera and shit?
Yeah. What if he said he slept, but he probably feel like he probably had slept like at least 100 women, or he might have said he stopped counting after 100.
A lot of these men have.
Especially think
niggas
about
not gonna tell you the truth.
Because think about that
They don't even
basketball
know.
player.
They don't.
Think about that rapper, singer, in any entertainment industry, basketball, football, whatever. And it's very likely.
Mm-hmm.
Very likely.
Yeah. I bet like a lot of them have.
Yeah, it's very likely. Okay. All right, so I guess we're going to move on to the social media tea. We're going to have Belucci introduce it, what she thinks, what's been going on this week.
So, Jocelyn addressed Wendy Williams. Now, this is who addressed her first? Like, China addressed her before. Like, do y'all think that Wendy be overstepping her boundaries? Like, what do y'all think?
Yes and no, because yes, it is her job, because what is the Hot Topics? Okay, it's Hot Topics on the Wendy Williams show where she, talks about all the hot topics and stuff like that or whatever, and you like really go in on people. And so I felt like, and she would always say like, guys, like, whenever behind the scenes, if you're on the radio or some shit, I'd be like, this is my job, this is what I do, or whatever. What was it? No. What's calling me Instagram?
Might happen.
Oh, it's coming on that. Okay. But anyway, so, I felt like with her, she would always complain. She also explained that's her job. But then, when the roles got turned with her husband, with like him cheating and like, all that came out, and they were saying she was back on coke and stuff. It was like she was asking for sympathy in a way, like, well, guys, I'm going through this or whatever and stuff. And it's like, no, like, those people was like, kind of giving back, like, no, bitch, like, remember, it's your job. So now that the spotlight is on you,
and it's other people's jobs, and it's blogs and TMZ and all these people. That's their job to give us the tea.
To give us the tea on what's really going on in your life. And like, it was sad. It was like, I did feel bad that he did all those things to her. But it's kind of like karma. Like, you are on everybody else's business and stuff like that or whatever. So, she do. I do feel like sometimes she oversteps her boundaries, sometimes the questions, but I get it, it's the juice. Like, this is what she paid to do.
That's what keeps everybody.
Yeah, she's a millionaire because of it.
And I understand, of course, the celebrities, because they're the one who's getting picked apart, they're going to feel some kind of way. If you're the one who's getting picked apart, you're going to feel some kind of way. But even they like some juicy tea when they see it in somebody else, as long as it's not them. So
yeah, that's how the mind works. That's how everybody, as an individual, I feel like it's like, even if you're not even a gossipy type person, you still gonna listen in on the tea, like, girl, if someone telling you some really good tea, you can kind of listen to it and agree and all that stuff like that. But it's like,
that's what sells, honestly.
Yeah, but as soon as that spotlight is on you, it's like, oh hell no, like you ready to snap, you ready to go in, or ask for sympathy and stuff like that. So with her, it's like a catch-22. She's being hypocritical in that moment.
She do.
What did she ask? She asked something.
What do you mean?
No, Jocelyn just addressed her on like
she just don't like what she.
Yeah, she feel like every time I come on your show, like you don't.
But everybody already know what her show is about. So if you come on there, you already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're consenting to it.
Yeah, she's like you don't really praise the good things about Jocelyn. I guess the fact she had the new cabaret show and all this stuff. You only like hit me with the bad things. Or else that's my Stevie J and all that stuff, all the negative things that they don't want to shine light on.
If she wants somebody to praise her for what she do, she can go on a show like Ellen or, one of those shows that's going to actually give you gratitude. Like, it's not, that's not what Whitney Williams is about.
Yeah. But I feel like then at the same token though, Ellen not finna invite. She's not gonna invite her to the show.
But she's not.
Yeah, if Oprah was still on, she's not. She wouldn't either. Like
exactly.
So it's like it's like unfortunately, you gotta
the
go.
Brand that you built, the brand that you built for yourself is what you're gonna get attracted to.
Because it's still gonna, some people believe that any publicity is good publicity. So it's like but Wendy's still gonna address like, oh, she has a new show. Which is the only reason why you're on her show anyway, because the fact you do have a new show, so they're gonna address it like very lightly, like hey, she has a new show, but what about Stevie J, like stuff like that. That's how.
What about your baby daddy?
Yeah, they still want the tea too. That's how they trick you. They make you think.
That's how she got on.
Yeah.
They're about to tell you that they're gonna bring.
That's how she got on her, right? Because
another reason.
How else would we have known her? You know what I'm saying? So what do y'all think about her show?
Wendy Williams or Jocelyn?
Jocelyn's new show.
I have not seen it.
I've only seen one episode. That love for talking about the double homicide, though. I was like,
yo, that
was
crazy.
wild.
So that's how I feel like Jocelyn. You can't feel no type of way when you got a whole show, and when this girl said that she aborted twins, you said, "Damn, double homicide."
Right. Well, no, she didn't say it. Someone else said it in the crowd.
You sure? It sounded like she said it.
She said it?
Didn't she say it?
I ain't see
I
that.
thought
It was a clip going through Instagram.
Nah, because I thought the girl looked back at the girl. The girl looked back at that she was trying to see who said it behind her.
It was Jocelyn's voice.
That was Jocelyn said double homicide?
Yeah, she was like, damn, double homicide.
No, the fuck she no.
Yes, why? It was a clip.
I thought it was just a clip that, I mean, of course, but I'm thinking, shit, I thought it was, I don't think, I ain't know Jocelyn would have said it. Damn. Because we know you probably had some origins, but, you know, like
not even that, like, how you gonna say that to that girl? Like, come on.
Yeah, because it seemed like she was definitely heartfelt and crying about the shit. Like, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we agree that she does overstep her boundaries, but that's her job. So y'all need to stop feeling some type of way about it and don't go on her show if you gonna feel some type of way about what she's gonna ask you or
because you gotta already expect it's gonna be something you don't want to talk about.
She be having the clapbacks, all of that. Mm-hmm. She will say whatever comes to her mind.
Yeah. Yeah,
Have y'all seen her movie?
Wendy Williams? No, I have not. I heard it wasn't that good. That's why
Y'all didn't like it?
No, I heard it was not.
You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. I seen it. It was cool. It was cool, but it really showed her life and like you said, this is how she made it. She made it she literally that's how she made her name by popping shit about people.
And you know what? That's the thing. It's unfortunate, Wendy, because I actually, enjoy her show.
Yeah, think about it. How did the Shade Room get started? The Shade Room is popping because of the tea.
Right.
Bullshit drama. But to me, it gets, I fuck with Say Cheese TV or something like that. Say Cheese. Yeah. I fuck with them because they post the tea, but they also post, other positive shit and other things that's going on in the world. Like, the Shade Room be really just on some,
and they just make up rumors sometimes.
Yes, and they make up shit. It don't even mean sometimes.
At least with TMZ, at least be credible a lot of times.
Exactly.
But Shade Room, any rumor might be on the Shade Room. You don't never know. The 50-50 chance that it's, true or not.
So, that's why I don't really care for them. But
yeah, it's unfortunate.
But Wendy, you cool.
Yeah, Wendy cool. For now.
Alright, so are we gonna go to
yes, so now we're going to go to our favorite time of the show, Pandora's Box. This is when we, keep it all the way real. Whatever questions in the box, we answer it, as much as we can. We try to tell the truth, we keep it real about it, and there's no judgment. No judgment zone. So, all right. I'll grab this red one. All right. So, here.
You like to go first.
Oh, you take the last. Both. And we know we just keep it real. So, go ahead, Lucci.
All right. Y'all ready? Why do women fuck niggas with money for free?
Why? Wait, say that one more time for free?
Damn.
One more time?
Why do women fuck niggas with money for free?
For free. Okay, so why do women have...
Why y'all giving out that free pussy?
With money. You guys are money for free.
Especially if they ain't got a bag.
I cannot answer that question because not that I am a hoe or anything like that, but I'm not.
That don't make you a hoe.
I'm not gonna have sex with a guy that doesn't have any money. So, yeah. I don't know if the girls that are doing it, I don't know if you try. Now I have had a friend. I do got a really good friend that she'll try to. I've had a couple friends that may have a dude with some money, but that's like just my low self-esteem friends. I ain't gonna call y'all out. My low self-esteem friends might date a guy with some money, and want to prove like, oh, I'm Miss Independent, and oh, I don't need a man for nothing. I'm gonna show him this, and you are supposed to be Miss Independent. Like you are. I'm not taking it away from you. However, you do not keep giving away your goods or keep doing stuff, for a guy and he never offers to do anything. Like, 'cause I feel like guys like the chase. At the end of the day, I feel like guys like the chase. They like feel like the provider. They like feeling like they can do things. The guys that I know, if they do have a girl that's like, don't never ask for nothing or don't never supposedly act like, oh, I don't need nothing. If anything, I'm going to take him on a trip or I'm going to take him on a date. Y'all be the ones getting played. Every time. Every time. Played every time. Or you find out he's sleeping with the girl on the side that don't got nothing. Because guys like to feel like
and he giving her some money.
And he giving her some money, paying the bill, the light bill or whatever, taking care of the man or whatever. Like, guys like to feel like they're the provider. That's how I feel.
I mean, I can't answer that either.
Yeah,
so
I'm not saying guys should necessarily pay for vagina or anything like that, but I don't think. And
I feel like the outside looking in, women probably do sleep with men for nothing because they want to show the man that they're really down for him, that they really love him, they don't need nothing from him, and some of them feel like that perception is going to make the man want them more. And then some men that they date, I put it like this: a lot of women aren't used to having a man do certain things for them, so they feel like, okay, well, this is how it's supposed to be, or if they're always the one who's giving, or they may don't even take them out on a date, because a lot of women don't even go on dates. They don't go nowhere. They don't.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was crazy.
I think I don't understand. I do have a friend like that. I'm like, girl,
I think it's safe.
We too old for Netflix and chill. We too old for that, or for a dude just be able to bring a bottle and some weed.
Yeah, if that's all they put themselves in that situation, that's all the man. He's going to do the bare minimum because he knows he don't have to do more. So I feel like that's why a lot of women do it, because they got low self-esteem. They never had it, never seen it. A lot of them have daddy issues. They never seen a man figure do it for their mother, so they feel like that's the norm. So I think that's why a lot of women do it.
I mean, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's.
I definitely can agree with that, and I will say, like, the whole independent thing, like, I get it because back home, like, my dude, like, back in Jersey, like, yeah, he got his own money, he hustle, he do what he do, and he would do, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't gonna lie, like, and I was independent too, like, I was that type of person, like, like, I didn't really ask for much, but he was one of them. You got different men too in this world, that, like, you got men that you don't gotta ask for shit, they just gonna do, you know what I'm saying, like, a real man, I feel like, knows that a woman has needs, so you know what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna be like, hey, you need, you want your hair done, your nails done, and even though that stuff that he know that you could pay for, because he see that your nails and your hair is done without him. Some men just going off of that. Or you need a bill paid, da da da. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like,
yeah,
that's just
It's different strokes.
Yeah,
for different folks.
Yeah. Some people don't.
And if you like it, I love it. That's
exactly.
what you want. If you feel like that. You
Some
don't require
people don't
anything.
mind, that they don't
then
need
that's
it.
okay.
They'll take care of niggas. So if that's what you want to do, you want to take care of a nigga, kudos to you.
Somebody out there for everybody.
Yeah, that is.
There's nothing wrong with it if you want to be a doorman, okay? It's just do you. Do you. Not a thing.
Let's see what you get. Look.
I hope it ain't nothing about no damn pussy and shit like this. Because I always get crazy
it is.
Lace edges or your edges? Which is easier to keep up?
Oh my God. You gotta get another question after that.
Yes.
I remember we said, like, I heard that.
It depends on what type of hair type you got. Cause if you got like that tight faux, that faux C hair type, then it's probably gonna be better to go with the lace edges, because then once it's glued down and everything's in place, you'll be good for at least a good 2 weeks. But with the faux C type hair, and you don't have no relaxer, you might last half of that day, if even that.
Not even.
Especially with Georgia humidity, you're not gonna last. So I would say this depends on your hair type. If you know, I don't even know Kevin with this. It depends on your hair type though.
Okay.
That's all I can say about that. What y'all think?
I feel you on that.
It's your hair. Give another question, though. Oh, they playing with that one.
Throw that bitch out.
Yes.
It's out. Why do women cheat? Is it emotional?
Ooh.
So why do women cheat? And is it emotional? A lot of times, yes. Women cheat because they've been cheated on, so they cheat back. We do it for revenge reasons. Feeling like we were unappreciated, unloved, feeling like the man is neglecting us. So a lot of us will go for a man who's paying us attention, telling us all the right things, making us feel pretty, making us feel good about ourselves. You're gonna go for that. So a lot of women do it because they hurt and they want some get back, or they're hurt and they just want to feel love and affection because they're not getting it at home. What y'all think?
I agree.
I definitely agree. Most women,
I would agree with that.
Yeah, most women not gonna cheat unless unless
they've
the
been
man,
cheated
on.
on.
That you don't,
If they're having
or
who
the
they're with.
or the man is lacking in some area, and that could be the man could be lacking in anything. The man could be lacking in sex or whatever and stuff. Or I have seen women do that. Like it's like, I love my husband or my boyfriend or whatever, but
his dick little.
Yeah, dick little.
Well, I got a friend.
Yeah,
I got a friend who actually went through a situation where her man, he had amazing sex, but now his dick don't work. So it's like,
is it prostate? Like his prostate issues, or
I don't know what's wrong with it, but like she's tried to see, but she went a long time without no sex, and I it just got to
she on some drugs,
and it just got to the point where it's like I felt bad for her, and I was like, you know what, friend, like,
do you told her to
it might be the end, it might just be the end, because he told her, he was like, well, since he can't do it, he feel like she should be fine with not doing it no more. She still wants to do it.
He giving her head though.
He said he got tired of doing that.
Oh,
he was doing it. He was doing it.
He got tired of eating.
But he said I'm tired of eating it. He said I'm tired of this.
Oh
nah,
no,
something ain't right. Something ain't right.
So,
I don't know.
Maybe her pussy wet.
That's a new one.
Maybe he cheating and
Yeah.
cause like
really
you gotta
can't do
understand when the feelings aren't
It's
involved.
not
Like
getting
she
sex
said
is
she saw how it started declining. Like it would be a little hard or a little, halfway, and then it
He
just go
might have some
limp.
prostate issues, but
He's not
going to go get
addressing
it.
it.
Yeah, going to go get checked. He might be scared to go get it.
I think so. A lot of people.
Doctor, yeah.
Yeah, he's been avoiding the doctor. So it's like,
Cause most, and he might already know he got some prostate issues because
it just ain't telling her.
Because I can't see a dude if he's already been having good sex with someone.
Why would you not want to do it?
Why would you? Eventually, be like, hold up, God, what's going on? Like, as a man, men love sex.
Yeah.
Most men love sex, so whether they're gay.
You would think so.
They'll eventually go to God and be like, what's going on, my stuff? Stop.
Yeah, but he's acting like, well, I just feel like at this point she should be over it too. And it's like, that's not
like that.
He's an older man, yeah. She's younger than him, but he's the older.
Like, is he like in his 50s or something?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He
probably got prostate. He probably in denial.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So even more so, I feel like, what's she supposed to do? But I mean, I told her to break up.
She better get a vibrator. She better like.
Yeah, but she loves sex though. She wants to feel the body contact.
He not freaky. He don't want to like I don't know.
Not like her.
He is old, so his sex drive is probably might be going down. I don't know. Everybody different.
Yeah.
They say sometimes the older you get, the hornier you might get. Sometimes the older you get, the sex drive just goes away.
Yeah. That's weird. But yeah, I do feel like when women cheat, it's definitely usually the man that did something wrong or is lacking in some way with it, or finances. Sometimes, man might have been up, and then something happened, he down, But I feel like most women would stick for you for. I don't know. Everybody got their limit. It could be 2 weeks, it could be 30 days, it could be 2
I
months.
feel like the only time a woman would cheat just doing it just to be doing it is when if she really not into who she with. If she really not into the man, like say she's not really attracted to him, or other reasons why she's with him, or she's not really in love with him, then I can see her cheating on him because she might see somebody fine or somebody she's genuinely attracted to. That she's like, you know what, I'd rather do it with him because it's maybe her fantasy, or she's really attracted to this person opposed to what she getting at home. Some women do it for that too.
Yeah. So women, I think women cheaters could be emotionally, the cheating, the finances. I'm trying to think what else. Or like you said, just not in love. Maybe
if your feelings ain't about
you was never into him to begin with. Maybe you just was with them for circumstantial
or
reasons.
you running out of love.
Yeah, running out of love. Yeah, that could be too.
Last but not least,
the last question. Let's see.
What you got, girl?
Let's see. Okay, that's an interesting question. Why can't women have 2 boyfriends?
we look at it as hoes.
You know what? I don't know who wrote this question. This must have been a woman or something, but yeah, I don't know why can't we either. Shit, why can't we have 2 boyfriends?
It's just never been.
I mean, because guys definitely.
I mean, you got to think about it. You technically do have 2 boyfriends when you got a main nigga and a side nigga. That's 2 boyfriends.
But it's not acceptable.
But it is.
They can do that.
It's sneaky.
But
like a man can have 2 women on his arm and he gonna look like a man. If we walk in the club with 2 men on, they like, what the fuck is she on? Like, we just gonna we gonna be looking at as nasty.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know why we can't either. Because if a guy is able to have 2 girls that know about each other, they're getting all the praise, all the high fives.
But I'm not even gonna lie. I seen this couple. Well, it ain't even couples. Whatever, trio. It was a black lady and 2 men, and she married to both of them. And I ain't gonna lie, I even looked at her like, ew. And cause the dude, I looked at them like, ew, like the dudes. So I'm like, y'all, you cool with that? And then like,
and was she rich?
I think she was just like a regular girl. Looked like.
And were they fine or they were old? Or
they weren't fine. I just looked at them like, okay, well maybe they gay. Maybe they bisexual.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, any guy who consent to it, I kind of look at them like weird.
And if y'all having threesomes and y'all,
I feel like, if you going just getting raw with it, like if y'all are having a threesome and y'all decide to go in the same hole, is it gay for if the man go in one hole and then the other man go in the other hole and then they
double penetration?
Do you think that's gay?
Is suspect to me because like I ain't even gonna say it's suspect. That shit is gay because.
Like if y'all balls are slapping together.
It's no way that you want to sit here and argue with me that y'all motherfucking dicks ain't touched or that y'all balls ain't rubbed.
You definitely did.
And that's
and y'all going in the same juices at the same time.
But it's some women that
and then what if one nut first? What if one nut first and then the other one still got a nut, so he go in there after him with his semen on him. Just think about that.
Hopefully they have on their condoms and stuff and like protection.
Ain't nobody, they ain't wearing no condoms. They getting that nasty.
Oh my god!
Listen, I don't know, but I think double penetration is a bit too much. Like I would never. Fuck 2
so it just seemed that even if a woman tried to have 2 boyfriends at the same time, the dudes was cool with it, I would still think that's weird.
It is
for me.
It is. It's always if it's 2 boyfriends in a cheater's mind, it would just be your main nigga and your side nigga. We ain't having we ain't all in the house.
We don't want them to be
happy for them.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
They gotta be separate.
Yeah, they get jealous.
What if the niggas fucking each other while you going?
I would assume they are. I would assume they are.
I actually had a friend. Oh, no, this is funny. She actually, I almost said her name, but she, cause she don't care, but I ain't gonna put her out there like that. But like, I never forget, like, she was dating this one guy, and I was like, oh, he's cute, whatever. And then she was like, oh yeah, him and his cousin gonna come by. We're gonna smoke shit, they're gonna cook or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So they brought all this food, steak and lobsters, cooking and stuff. I was like, that's cool. Like, they cooking for her and stuff like that. They cousin, everybody cool, playing cards and stuff. But then, like, I noticed they both was flirting with her. Like,
and she was flirting back?
And she was flirting back. And I was like, interesting or whatever and stuff like that. And then, like, after a couple drinks and everybody, whatever and stuff, like,
True colors came out.
True colors came out, and, like, she kissed one of them, and then the other one, like, I guess it was done, like, was rubbing her, like, kind of rubbing her hand and stuff like that. And then I noticed, like, when I left that night from her house, like, it was just them three. But I was thinking in my head, I'm like, this is kind of weird, but no, maybe I'm tripping because I've been drinking and stuff. But, like, because we worked together or whatever, so I want to go pick her up because it's on our way to work. So I went to pick her up or whatever, and, like, I noticed, like, she came out after, like, her door, like, both of them. So I'm like, these niggas spent the night? Like, both of them spent the night?
It went down.
And she went ahead and told me, she was like, yeah, they both my boyfriends. They're, like, second cousins. And I'm like...
Do y'all think it's okay to date cousins or brothers? Not dates. Have sex with cousins.
Like, meaning, wait, like your own cousins?
No, like...
Or like the
like
niggas?
The dude, they cousins
okay,
or brothers. Do you think that's okay?
No.
I didn't think it was okay when I was like, huh?
No, that's disgusting.
But she was like, they're not having sex with each other, they're having sex with me. And I'm like, what you mean? Like, what?
Nasty.
And she was like, I was like, are you... Like, I knew she liked sex a lot. She's like, I like it, it's fun. I was
to
like,
do it separately, but... Okay.
She's like,
so she liked getting the train ran on her,
basically.
That's what I felt like, and that's what I kind of was like.
I mean, to each his own, like, she's living her life. That's what she like to do. That's what make her happy.
But the funny thing is, it went on for months, and she was like, but you see how they do? Like, she was like, they came and cooked for her and brought the bottles and weed and stuff.
She get the royalty.
Yeah, whatever. So, and then, like, I noticed, like, so they pick her up from work or whatever, and they all go out to dinner together. It was the craziest situation, but she felt like she had upper hand because she would call them
when she felt like it.
Like when she felt like it, and like even one of them had a girlfriend or something, or whatever and stuff like that.
That's a lot of.
That's what I felt. That's
juices being mixed.
Right.
Bad people is how STDs are spread.
But I was thinking like for the two cousins, like what? How do y'all feel? Y'all feel like high five? Like
they high fiving
like
for real. Yeah, because I got boy cousins. Like I grew up around niggas, uncles, all that, and like they've like I got two cousins. I think all my male cousins fuck like a girl that I know. Like you know what I'm saying? Like. Of course, I ain't gonna put no names out there, but yeah,
right.
Like I got like 4 cousins that fuck the same girl, like, and they high five about that. Like it was just like a.
We need to ask a guy on the show next time. Like, what is it about trains? Like, why do dudes like most of my boyfriends that I've ever dated? They've all told me like, yeah, they participated in a train before.
It was more to me. A train is a young thing, like, and I say that because I got homeboys. Like I said, I was always the time I grew up with them, and like. I will say it's fun to them, but I got a homeboy that learned a lesson from that shit. Like, him and his homeboys ran a train on a girl, and she was with the shit. Like, consented to this, was willing to fuck all of them. But one of them, that's the one who brought her to the train. Like, that was her dude that she was fucking on the regular. She got pregnant by the nigga, was mad that he didn't want her to keep it, and ended up saying that they raped her. Yes, and my homie spent a year in jail.
I heard of situations like that too.
And is now considered a sex offender.
So
he got dismissed. All of them 3 of them went to jail. One didn't go to jail because he had his girl there. So she vouched, I guess, saying that nah, like that's my dude, like he was with me type vibe. But the other 3, yes. 2, they sat in jail and for a year, and it got dismissed because I guess she must have started feeling guilty. But it's just like you gotta be careful about that. Like people are crazy, like for real. And one thing, it's sad that women will stoop to that level to say that lie and say that a man raped her just off of because she's in her feelings and things like that, or even bitches that get fucked up and be consenting to things while they're drunk, and then they get sober and feel stupid for what they did and be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel
that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah, that's. All right, so y'all don't agree that a woman should have two boyfriends.
I mean, to each his own. Like, to each his own. But yeah, like,
I don't think it's
like I said, like if you got a main nigga. And you feel like, okay, your main nigga is not to part and he's acting up or he cheating, you catch him cheating and you go deal with another nigga and y'all could not, like, in the beginning not be fucking, that's still a side nigga. You're still dating that man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's like your little second boyfriend. Even it's just a nigga just to entertain you on dates.
So you okay with that though? You okay?
Yeah, okay with that. But not two boyfriends living in the house and we with two of these niggas on it. Nah.
Okay.
Bitch, yeah, well.
but y'all accept the double standard that it's okay for a guy to have two girlfriends if they want to.
I mean, yeah, because you gotta think about it like I ain't gonna say me and my nigga have, like, basically we've had girlfriends, like, you know what I'm saying, like girls that, so yeah, so I feel like it is okay for a nigga to do it because it's a difference. Like, to me, it's more gay when two niggas are dating one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of the same thing.
Of course, the girls are going to be gay.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing where it's, like, cool to be women, like, woman on woman. Like, you know, people get turned on by that more. But if it's a guy on a guy, it's like, it makes a lot of people uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. But it's like,
unless you're gay.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got them freaks.
So I think it's just one of them situations. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So I guess that is the end of the show. You know, we're wrapping it up at the Vibe Room. Thank you guys for coming out and listening to us. Please tune in next Thursday at 7 o'clock. See y'all later. Bye.
Peace out.
Peace out.